Greetings, luxe lovers. Welcome or welcome back. Here we believe in intentional luxury and we're not afraid to invest in pieces that will work for us. So if that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and stay a while. Well, I'm excited to share a package fresh from the hands of my local FedEx driver, and today we're going to unbox and explore the latest drop of Hermès beauty, and it's the Trait d'Hermès line, which I think just means trait of Hermès. And today we're just going to have a really fun time just playing with makeup, doing swatches, comparisons, and try-ons. So let's begin. So I'm going to open this up to see, how the packaging is for the beauty items. I don't think that there's much like wrapping and stuff, but we'll see. So here is how it comes. Let's open it up. We have our little FSH on the corner, so cute. Beautiful wrapping. Oh, it's nice. Look at that. All right, so here is my receipt. And actually, I'm pretty impressed with this wrapping. So, this is like a very, very simple envelope. And then we have more items in here. So that's pretty good presentation so far. All right, so let's kind of open stuff up. Here we have this little envelope. Tied up really well. Whoop, and it just like opens wide. And then it is wrapped really well. All right, so here's all my items. Let's go through them. The first thing is the Rose Hermès, and this is the refill of the Rose Tan Lip Enhancer. I'm literally down to the nub on mine. So while I was on the website buying beauty items, I did purchase this. So this is just a special shout out if you like an everyday colored lip balm. And then second, I bought the Trait d'Hermès liquid eyeliner, and it's in the color Encre Noir. Liquid eyeliner isn't for everyone, but I actually have quite a collection, so we're gonna do some good comparisons there. Then I bought one of the lip pencils, and this is in the color Rose Boisé, or roughly translates to rosewood, which is a color that looks good on me. And we will open that up. And lastly, from the new line, I bought the eye pencil, and this is in the color Raisin, and it's a matte formula. And Raisin is a dark purple, and there's actually a leather color called Raisin. I don't think I have anything in the Raisin color, but I might have to get it now. And then let's see what's in this bigger one. I do like how they have multiple sizes. This is the refill pouch for the Eau de Rhubarbe Éclairate Hand and Body Shower Gel. As you've seen in my other unboxing where I unboxed my Doré Chypres, I bought the glass pump, and this is the 200 milliliter refill bottle. I like how earth-friendly this is, eco-friendly, and I have to tell you, I go through this stuff like water. For my shower, I actually put it in a different kind of squeeze bottle instead of having glass in the shower. And I don't know if you've ever gone to like one of those salad places in the city, like Chopped or something, where they kind of squirt in all the salad dressing. Well, that's like me in the shower. So literally I will go through this probably, I don't know, in like a month or two. So love this and love this scent. All right, so first, why don't we go through the lip liners? So let's look at this. Here is the lip pencil. And as you can see, that it's just like an orange stripe. There's no orange box underneath. Maybe they realized that it was not economical to do the inside boxes. When you open it up, it's just on the side. No sharpener, which is good to know. It also looks like the color is more on the pencil and not on the bottom. Something interesting to note if you like, keep your pencils all in one. But here is the beautiful H stamp at the top. Again, this is in the color Rose Boisé. And I've also brought my Hermès matte lipstick, also in Rose Boisé, so that we can compare what they actually look like together. And then I'll put it on and show you a try on. So we're just going to take this out, and it looks like it is already sharpened. So let's just kind of see what it looks like on my hand. So as you can see, that's a very natural look, and I kind of colored it in as well. And then right next to it, I will also put a swatch of what Rose Boisé looks like from the matte lipstick line. So lipstick, lip liner. It kind of looks like the lipstick is a little darker, but that's okay. It's in that area of rosewood coloring. And then I also brought some other pencils to try while we're at it. So this is a Victoria Beckham pencil, and it is in the color, I think, 03. The Victoria Beckham one is very similar, maybe a little more brown. And I have to say it was a little waxier than the Hermès one. And then I'll compare it to my most recent Lisa Eldridge one. Now this one actually looks a little more like it could be a match to the lipstick, but the Lisa Eldridge color that I chose is 1C. So it's more of a cool tone. And then lastly, I'll do another popular one, which is Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'll put that on the other side. This is a classic. And you know what? I actually have to say that this is probably also more close to the Rose Boisé. So let's try this on my lips. I have my Chanel mirror in the color Rouge Noir, one of my absolute favorites. Okay, so let's apply. So this is what it looks like just outlining my lips, and I have to say it's a pretty good match to what my natural lip color looks like, but my natural lip color, I have to tell you, is a little darker than most, so don't think that, you know, you're gonna buy this and it's gonna be a complete match. There is a little more color in my lips naturally. So now I'm gonna fill it in. So I think that looks good. If it was a little more hydrated, maybe with a primer, I could even use this as a long wearing lipstick. I do feel like it is waxy, maybe a little dry with no primer at all, but it doesn't feel all that different than like my other lip pencils, but I'm not like a beauty expert. So then let's go in with Rose Boisé, the lipstick. And I do have to say that the Hermès formula, the matte formula, not the new matte, but the traditional matte, is more dry. So you can see that with the Rose Boisé lipstick, my lips are a lot darker, but that's the match that they would have suggested. You know, do I think it's any better than the other pencils that I showed? Not necessarily. So I would say if you think you have a winning formula, you know, you don't need to run out and buy these. However, if you love Hermès like I do, and if you just want to weave the brand in the, like this other aspect of your life, you know, then go ahead and get it. And also it's nice to have a quote unquote match with other colors you might have. And if it's a color to a leather color that you love, forget it, you're gonna get it anyway. And then as you can see, I feel like the Hermès ones and the lipstick even were ones that smudged a lot faster than the other ones. Next, why don't we look at the liquid eyeliner? So here we go with the Encre Noir. This is also a refillable. It says pigmented, long-wearing, waterproof formula. 63% ingredients of natural origin. Interesting. So this one actually does come with a box and the little cutout slit. Very pretty box. And then let's see how it comes. Looks like there's the ink here and the brush here. This reminds me of old like fountain pens. And here's how we take it out. So when you start out, the pen is white. That's a pretty precise brush. So that's looking pretty good, but this is going to turn black once the ink goes in. Then you unscrew this. I'm assuming you put this in like that, and then this must pierce that top part, and then just maybe screw it. Yeah, press it down, and then I guess it pierces into that ink well, and then you screw that, and then I guess you just wait for the ink to flow. So I'm actually honestly not even sure how long this is gonna take. I will shake it, I guess. I kind of like how this has a very like broad part, and then if you curve it, then it is very thin. So it is like a multi-dimensional actual brush. I think I'm starting to see the ink kind of come in, and I guess I'll just keep shaking it until that top is saturated. Now, right now, it kind of feels like it's a thicker formula. So yeah, I'm kind of making a mess of my hand, but I will try to show you what a stroke looks like using the broad side and then using the thin side. All right, so that's not too bad. I definitely feel like there can be user error, especially if you don't use a whole lot of these. But what I will bring to show is my Tom Ford eye defining pen. I also have Too Faced, which is the very popular brand. And then I have this Lancome Ultra Precision Liner, which we'll all compare. So first, let's look at Tom Ford. This is the broader one. Now, I went over a couple of those. I don't know if I'm doing justice to the Tom Ford one. Also, the Tom Ford one's like really old. And then here is Tom Ford, the smaller end. And then we'll do Too Faced. And then we'll do Lancome last. Okay, now all of these look very similar. And to be honest, it might be unfair to compare some of these because some have had longer than others. I feel like obviously the thicker lines I was able to get from the Hermès thicker one and then Tom Ford's thicker one. I can tell you that from my experience, I think the biggest change with the Hermès version versus all of those is that this is the only one that actually has more of a paintbrush type applicator. So like I said, hopefully you can see where it's broad here, and then if you twist it, then it's really thin. So it's almost like there is a little bit of a learning curve if you're used to a completely uniform cone type applicator. That to me is the biggest difference. The formula seems perfectly nice, and if we put our finger through, you can kind of see that all of them have really set down. So this is not for the faint of heart. Clearly, I really like these types of liquid liners. I'm so happy to add an Hermès one to my collection. All right, the last one, and this is the eyeliner in the color Raisin. And you can see it says Raisin Matte. I did see on the website that there were other colors. Of course, I really wanted the green, but the green one was sold out online. So I'll just go, if I like the formula, I'll go in store and get that. Here we go again. It's just one in there. Here we are, the color Raisin. And we have a little smudger on one side, and we have the point on the other side. We will try the Hermès one. Ooh, I mean, yeah, it's kind of a little waxy, a little dry. Dare I say patchy? That's not a great first application. So it's not like a bright purple, it's very brown purple. And the reason why I chose Raisin was because I am a purple eyeliner freak. So I have a ton of purple eyeliners to compare this to. I have the Victoria Beckham eyeliner, and this is in the color Fig, which is also a purple. I have Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is Aubergine, also a purple, and like that is very long wearing. I have the little Chanel one in Cassis, which is more like a berry, and this is my absolute ride or die. Literally 99% of my days I'm wearing this, and it is the Rouge Noir Chanel Stilo Ombre A Contour. So let's do some swatches. I imagine that probably the Double Wear one will feel a lot like that. So let's see there. Ooh, I gotta say that the Double Wear one was actually a little more creamy, which is surprising, and a little more brighter purple. Ooh, this isn't looking good, Hermès. I don't know how this is gonna go. The Victoria Beckham ones are really creamy. So this is Fig. And that is also kind of a beautiful purpley. Then we have Chanel Cassis. This one is also a little dry too, so let's see if that looks more like the Hermès one. Yeah, so Cassis at Chanel is kind of looking a little more like the Hermès one, but like this one looks way more black. And then again, my ride or die Rouge Noir. And that is also, you know what's interesting? This goes on very well, it's creamy. But the color does look more brown compared to all these other ones. Now, maybe I just didn't do the Hermès one justice. So let me just try it on real quick. So I just applied the Hermès eyeliner, and I do have to say it was very waxy. It was kind of like pulling and tugging on my eyelid. However, I want to give it a chance. Let's see how it goes, and I'll report back how it looks and how it wears over the course of the day. My eyelids are very oily, so I'm hoping that maybe the waxiness will make it withstand the test of time. Everything has basically set. So all these eyeliners, you know, set really well. Now the question is, am I going to go for the green? Probably just to have it in my collection, but I don't think I'm going to be replacing my Chanel eyeliners anytime soon. As for my final thoughts, I actually feel like the lip liner is working really well, especially when it's under an Hermès lipstick. I am very excited to keep on trying to master the brush of the liquid eyeliner because it's like something I've never seen before, and I feel like you can get very creative with a new like kind of flat brush like that. And then as for the eyeliners, I think the jury is out. It was a little dry in application, but I really have to see what it's like with a long-standing power over the day on my oily lids. And also, you can't beat the color selection of the Hermès eyeliner. So more to come on that. So thank you to those who've stayed with me to the end. Let us know in the comments if you've picked up any of these items and what you think. I welcome you to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more of how I style these items in my day-to-day and other luxury moments. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to go down the rabbit hole that is my luxury beauty playlist, and I'll put that link here. Please like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!